Hi guys, welcome to today's solving. So we want to actually test know how to solve this type of question. It may look a little bit scary, but it's quite simple if you actually know the steps and what to do, especially how to unravel this particular x squared plus 7 over 2x. Alright, so if I want to solve this thing, the first thing to do is to deal with this particular values here, x squared plus 7 over 2x. I can call it n and set it to be n. So if I want to solve, I can begin by saying let n be equal to everything here, x squared plus 7 over 2x. Now let me simplify this 7 over 2x. All right, this is going to be 2 times x squared is the same thing as 2x squared plus 7x all over 2. Okay, so I can call this equation 1. If you want, you can call it equation 1 and leave it there. Now, going back to our question, we discover that this whole thing here can be reduced to the n. All right, so if you reduce this whole thing to the n, this will imply nth root of 64 is equal to 8. Now, from the knowledge of square root and indices, we know that if I have the nth root or the square root of a is going to be the same as a to the power of 1 over 2. If you have the cube root of a, it's going to be equal to a to the power of 1 over 3. Then when you have the nth root of a, is still going to be equal to a to the power of 1 over n. So with this, we will do something to this nth root of 64. Okay, so this could be converted to index form, which is 64 to the power of 1 over n, which is equal to 8. Now we know that 64 here is 8 times 8, which will be a squared when we convert it to index form. So this becomes 8 to the power of 2 times 1 over n is equal to 8. So multiply this, we'll be having 8 to the power of 2 over n, and that's equal to 8. Now, from indices, when the basis of the two indices numbers are the same, what we do is to equate the powers. So the power here is 2 over n, and the power here is 1. So doing that, we'll be having equating powers. We'll be having 2 over n is equal to 1. Cross multiplying, n will be equal to 2. Okay, so this is the value of n. But actually, we are looking for x from the question, not n. So what we are going to do is to come back to this equation number 1 and replace the value of n with 2. Okay, so we then say substituting n equals to 2 into equation 1, which is this equation 1 here. Remember that n is equal to all this. So if I replace n with 2, I'll be having 2 is equal to 2x squared plus 7x over 2. Okay, all I need to do is to cross multiply. If I cross multiply here, 2 will multiply 2 to give us a 4 here. Is equal to 2x squared plus 7x. Alright, let's arrange this thing very well. If you arrange it, we'll be having 2x squared plus 7x then minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, that's an example of a quadratic equation, a typical quadratic equation. So what we do here is to find a way of solving it. There are many methods of solving, about 3-4 methods of solving. So we have factorization, we have updating the square, we have graphical, and then we have formula. All right, so I want to make use of the factorization. So this is going to be equal to this is what we have. So I'm going to split this. All right, now this is 2x. I'll split it into 2 factors of 2x squared. So it will be 2x here and then x, such that if you multiply x and 2x, x times 2x, we'll be having 2x squared. Then I will also split this one, all right, to be in a form 2 factors of minus 4, so that we will multiply what we have here and this one, and then what we have here and this one, add them together, we'll have the middle number, which is 7x. Okay, so if I place 4 here, alright, if I place 4 here and minus 1 up here, we'll check it and see. So let me place 4 here and then minus 1 here. Why? Because 4 is a factor of minus 4. Minus 1 is also a factor of minus 4. So if you multiply 4 times minus 1 is also minus 4. Good. X times 2x is also 2x squared. So let us get the middle one. Alright, so we check. 4 times 2x is 8x. And then x times minus 1 is minus x. If you subtract these two, we're having 7x, which is the middle number. Okay, so when this is achieved, then we can say that this whole thing should be equal to 0 because this is an equation, not an expression. So when we do that, we can easily say that 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or x plus 4 is equal to 0. So this crosses over to be 2x is equal to 1, then x is equal to 1 over 2, or x is equal to minus 4 when this plus 4 crosses over. Therefore, the two answers, or the two values of x that will make this true, that will make this particular equation true, are 1, x equals to 1 over 2 and x equals to minus 4. So that is a simple way of solving this particular kind of equation and question. We have come to the end of this particular solving. As you can see, it's very simple. If this was very beneficial to you, feel free to like and share to your friends. And if you're new to our channel, hit the subscribe button. It will encourage us to post more videos on a regular. Alright, see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.